And how are you all doing? Hope you guys are doing fine. Hope you are doing great. Hope everywhere Marama, hope everywhere still well. Welcome back, babies. Guys, do not forget to subscribe to this channel, turn on your notification bell, and also do not forget to give me, just leave me a huge thumbs up and then share this video. Thank you. So these two sitting together has actually started browse on the social space because people are like, because I told you guys, people love seeing these two together. Even one person that I love to see their bromance, their friendship, but it may seem as though it's quite shaky, especially, I don't know, but the thing is they were seen together and then people were like, these two, this one, they are getting close together again. They are not like, people do not trust these two with your women. No, that is the trend on the social space and I have been laughing so hard. And the reason that is because Koyin's name and Isabella's name has been flying because they actually were, together during the early hours of the night, covered in their duvet. Because of that, people have been saying so much about Isabella, most especially. They've been dragging her, saying, look at Isabella, she calls herself a mother, yada, 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 yada. Because of that and the drag Isabella is getting, and remember, Isabella was one person that is always calling Koyin rat, and all of that. So people were like, after calling him a rat, you are now actually trying to force things with him and all of that. And then you people should know that nobody is forcing things. This is a gameplay. They are all adults. Whoever succumbs to whatever gameplay, that means the other person is winning or the person is actually doing whatever they are doing right. Like I will always say, let the best gamer win this game. If anybody use their game and cover up your fave's game and then your game now looks like they are not in the game anymore, it is still the game, right? Anyways, ex-housemates Adekunle and Pere reacted to these drags on the ladies as Adekunle dropped this episode. Let's get it together. It says, the only thing Big Brother housemates actually commit is coming on the show to entertain you guys. I can't believe the things I am seeing on the TL. Lord. So because consenting adults on a rated 18 show who are clearly attracted to each other gets intimate, that is why you guys are coming up with all these think pieces. The amount of hypocrisy I have witnessed from you guys this week alone is very laughable. What do you guys really think happens when adults are left together in a confined space? Please, let's be real. Not one single person in that house has done anything wrong because they are attracted to someone else. This image shaming, reputation damaging, name calling, and things you guys are on is exactly what is buying the show. The gag in all of this is the people who are pointing fingers and quick to accusation actually do much worse. With multiple people, in fact, but because it is not on national TV, you think you all are saints. You all better go to church and ask for forgiveness. Adekunle don't vex. So anyways, he is actually saying this from the POV of someone who has actually been in that house. And you and I know that truly, it is not easy being in a confined space with adults, and especially these adults that they would dress, if sometimes they actually go open in your presence. We see these people hold themselves, but what has happened in the house is two persons. What we've not seen happen in the house, which even if it happens, Biggie will send that person home, is if it's not a mutual agreement. So, but things happen because it's mutual agreement. That's why I keep saying, I said, if your fave is caught up in the game and then the game swallow your fave, then it is game over for your fave. Because the game is the game. All right, Pere Egui also said his own 2 cents on this matter as he says, moral police my backside. Dede case una verse. Sultana give BJ you all through a fit. Isabella do her own una still verse. The show is rated 18 plus mature audience. You guys ranting over what these housemates are doing on television do even more behind closed doors. The only difference is we no get on our tape to watch on our own live. So don't think because yours is in secret, you now reserve the right to criticize and make disrespectful disparaging comments in an attempt to defame and damage the reputations of this housemates. Bunch of hypocrites. If your name isn't Jesus Christ, shut up. So this is Pere also saying the same thing Adekunle has said, but in a nutshell. His own is more brief than that of Adekunle, and I understand vividly. But fans, they will never understand. So far, it is their fave. That's when they understand. Once it's not their fave, they choose not to understand at all. Talking about that here, Big Brother has actually started this thing off way back with other head of house, where he asked the head of house to suggest punishment for the housemates who has actually broken Biggie's rules, right? And he did the same thing with Faith. And then Faith said that the housemates should be punished by crawling around the chairs in the lounge 5 times. And then people have been dragging him on the social space, and I begin to wonder why. They've been calling him names and like, oh, wicked boy, this one, see what he is suggesting. And I'm like, wait, crawling round the chairs 5 times and writing in that book, which one do you think is better? And then also picking beans from rice, separating beans from rice. Come on, if you don't like a person, it is okay. I've always said this, but when you see something that is not that deep, do not just dip it in because it is not your fave. That being said, anyways, let's talk about what's the name, Mide and Kola having conversation. Talking about Kola, yeah, left for me, I feel like Kola's thingy with Dede is just a gameplay for him. There is nothing serious in it, because I have noticed that Kola is always the person to raise up something for conversation about Dede, right? It was the same Kola that also raised up the thinking that is making Mide and Dede not to be that close till date. Now Kola was started the Dede and Mide gist again, and then Mide was like, the reason why she has not moved to Dede is because there is this notion that makes it look like she has been forcing things, and then she want to clear it now, that it's the time to clear it, so as not to look like she's forcing things. That if she go explaining and they are back together, that narrative will keep on flying. And then she says she feel like the viewers do not even see that narrative that way. Maybe it's the housemates or because of how it is in the house. So from Mide's end, the reason why she has not gone to Dede to have conversation with Dede is because of she do not want that forcing narrative to fly. Left for me, I feel like Mide would have actually, have that convo with Dede, because to clarify things, even if she wanted to give her distance, having conversation with Dede do not stop her from giving her distance. Has just not approaching the issue or having conversation, it makes it look like she do not really even care about the friendship from the onset. Whilst in her innermost heart, she do care, because with what she has said to Kola now, it actually makes me feel like, oh, she do care about this friendship, but because of narrative flying, she doesn't want that to happen, like she is the second person, right? This is a gameplay, nobody wants to be the second person. And then still Mide and Dede, why I'm saying that this Kola and his mindsets and the things he said about Dede has always shown that is a gameplay for Kola. Because imagine Kola, early hours of this morning, Kola and Mide were staring at the pictures of the housemates on the wall. They were talking about analyzing the housemates who brings drama and the housemates who doesn't bring drama. And then Kola was like, oh, Dede doesn't bring drama, that he doesn't think that Dede brings drama. And then Mide was like, you can't say that because this fish controversy is also a drama. And then Kola was like, he feels like the person that will be going home today is gonna shock him. So I don't know whom he has in mind, but he feels like the person that is going home today is going to surprise him. It's not whom people expected that would be going home. And then he also said he also feel like Koyin doesn't bring drama. Right? And then Mide was like, it's not all about the drama, but the controversy attached to the person's name, because Kola have the notion of, oh, victory brings drama, but yet he went home, So from his end, he feels like the person going home today is going to shock him. Whilst the two of them were having this conversation about, the Dede and Mide situationship, Imisi came in, and then Imisi has been so scared about today's eviction because the housemates have a feeling that 3 or 4 persons are going today. So Imisi felt like she is going, and they are telling Imisi, if anybody they fear, suppose fear. Imisi, they go anywhere. Even her fans on the social space are like, should we tell Imisi that she do not need to bother again? Because I, for one, I'm sure that Imisi is actually at the finale already. Of course, I have seen the level of her fan base. I can actually mention like 4 housemates that I know is actually going to be sitting pretty at the finale. But of course, they are in the house and they're entitled to their fear because they don't know what is happening from the outside. So they are letting Imisi know that she don't need to, fidget or be scared about anything, that she is a big name, and herself and Kola have been hugging each other. Imisi was like, Kola, this one, they hug me like this, But Imisi is not the only one. Meanwhile, you guys, Kola said something about Tofa and Anita relationship. I could not stop laughing. But let's leave that part. These 2 friends right here were hugging each other. I mean, Tracy and Zita, Tracy, Zita was literally crying. I'm like, why, Zita, you did cry? Maybe she's having the feeling that my friend might be going home. The girl she has connected with more. So Tracy was like, they need to be strong and all of that. Zita was like, I'm just happy knowing you. They made me get so emotional. I'm like, wait till they do this once now. Wow, now won't make me tear up like this, And then they started having their normal conversation. They shaked it off. Tracy tried to shake it off, because she might also have in her mind that, am I safe? But one thing I know about today, you guys, I know the time is near, but one thing I know about today is whoever that will be going home, some of them might be unexpected and some might be, from my end, I think I have some persons in mind, but you never can tell. Number one person I have in mind that will be going home today is Ivata. In fact, that's the only person I am very sure of. Tracy, that is even scared. You never can tell she might also be safe because Tracy was at the bottom, and before we know it, we stopped seeing her at the bottom twice. So we don't know. You never can tell. If you do not push hard for your fave would go home today. But nobody should come out and blame the production or get why. Anyways, guys, I'll be dropping it right here to leave the rest for you guys in the comment section. Please, if you're yet to subscribe to this channel, kindly do so. Thank you. And also do not forget to like and share this video. Bye for now, babies.